Hey guys, it's Kristin. So for today's video, I thought it might be kind of fun to show you the different scars that I have and tell you how I got them. So a little bit of a spin-off of my story time videos. It's kind of like a story time, but with like a bunch of different little mini stories all mixed into one. Now before I start, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It helps so much. I wasn't sure like what would be the best way to go, like worse scars to like not so bad scars, or maybe like the first ones I got, head to toe, who knows, I don't know. So I just kind of like made a list of the ones I could think of, and I'm gonna go in that order, I guess. So the most like, I guess, known one for me is my finger. If you've watched my channel, you know that I've had like major issues with my finger. I've had surgery on it recently, like it hasn't even been 6 months yet, and my finger's just like majorly jacked up. So as you can see, I mean, it's straight now, but I've got this really ugly scar in the middle, and it's all, you know, dark and stuff, so I don't know how long this is gonna take to heal. It's not super attractive. I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail on exactly how this happened, because I did a whole video on what I did to it, and it's already posted. But pretty much I was trying to make a dog collar when I was like, I think it was like 13, and I couldn't find scissors, so I used a knife and just went like this, and it slipped and pretty much took the finger off. So here's some pictures of like what it looked like before the surgery, and now this is what it looks like after. So as you can see, it's still pretty messed up, but the good thing is when I go to point now, look, it's straight. Before it was like all wonky, like it was like an S. It was really ugly. So that's probably the worst one that I have. Now, this one I'm probably gonna have to do as a close-up on. I have one of my very first scars, and I actually love this scar. I kind of wish that it wasn't fading as much, and I know that sounds probably so stupid, but to me, like, scars are memories, you know? Like, and some of them are not always great, but some of them are. This one is from when I first started working at a vet hospital, and this was like way back. I was like 18, I think. It was one of my first like real jobs. I was working as a vet assistant in Washington State. I was assisting with a surgery, and when the dog got out of surgery, we cut their nails just so that they're nice and trimmed for everyone or whatever. Well, when the dog started waking up, we went to take the trach tube out, and the dog just lost his mind, started slashing and whatever, and just like Wolverine my arm. It was bad. There was blood everywhere because I literally had just cut the dog's nail. So it was a bad one. Okay, the other one that I have, I don't think I've ever talked about this, and like sometimes I forget that it's there, but I have a scar under my chin. Now, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera, so if you can't see any of these, I'm gonna zoom in, but I have a scar right there. This was probably my very first scar that I ever got. I was 8 months old, and my dad was giving me a bath, and apparently it was like a bubble bath with soap and everything, and he went to go pick me up out of the tub, and I went like this, and I put my arm straight up, and his hands just went and slipped right up, and I smacked my chin like this on the bathtub. And my mom says that like blood was just gushing everywhere, because like they say like head wounds are really bad. So that's all I really know about the story, but then they like stitched me up and stuff, and I have this little scar on my chin. Another one that's really bad, I have like 2 injuries that are really bad. So I have the finger where I almost cut it off, and then I have my ankle, which I pretty much broke my ankle, and that also is a video, so I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail about that, but if you wanna know more about like the whole story, I also have a video posted about that. I actually have 2 scars. I have one on either side of my ankle. This is probably still to this day the most painful scar that I have. If something hits the outside of my ankle, I will literally see stars and almost pass out. There must be some sort of nerve damage there or something. It just hurts so bad. On a man's bike, you know how the bar is straight. Well, my dad used to put a pillow there when and I think it was like 6, because I was in kindergarten, so 5 or 6. But we used to put a pillow and we would ride around. We did this all the time, never had an issue. But the one day, this guy just like backed out of his driveway so fast, and we had no reaction time, and my leg swung into the spokes wire of his wheel, and you know, it's gross. So that one is a really bad scar. So this scar here, I got this one like 7 years ago or so, and it was when we were living in Rochester, New York. We had a back door, and it was pretty much like a wood door, and then the middle was all glass. So the one day we were going out, I think we were going outside or something, I don't know what it was for, it was me and Matt, and the wind, it was really, really windy, and the wind came, and the door was gonna like slam, and I was afraid it was gonna hit my hand or slam in my face, so I put my hand up to stop it, and my hand went straight through the glass. So I have a scar, it's like probably, I don't know, almost 2 inches long. You know, I kind of just patched it up. I put a bunch of cream on it and stuff. One reason too why I have all these scars, except for the finger, is I feel like that one doesn't count, but I hurt myself and it's like really badly hurting myself, and then I just don't go to the hospital. So a lot of these I have scars because I kind of was like, okay, well, we'll just patch it up. I'll put some, I've even put crazy glue on them. I put band-aids on them, whatever, and then after a while they're fine, but they don't heal properly. So they're all like jacked up and stuff. So then on my other hand, the bad hand with the bad finger, I also have this scar here. This one happened probably, I think, the most recent. It happened the day we went to go see The Revenant, the movie. One of those mandolins, you know, you slice the vegetables and stuff on. Well, someone put it back in the cupboard with the blade completely open. So, and it was facing me. So I reached into our cupboard to get a pot and just went and sliced my finger really bad. Same thing, bleeding, 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 put a band-aid on it, soaking through the band-aid, kept wrapping it. I eventually at some point, I had my finger splinted with the other one, and I had them both wrapped so that I could have the padding like super, super thick. I don't know if you guys have ever cut your fingers or done anything on fingers. It is the worst pain because it just pumps like this. Like you feel like your finger is gonna fall off. That when we were sitting in the movie, and I just remember thinking like, this movie's awesome, but in the back of my mind I was like, my finger hurts, oh my god, my finger's throbbing, it hurts so bad. And it took a while to heal. Like, I mean, probably 2 weeks before it actually started closing. So I'm pretty sure this was a deep, deep cut and I should have had stitches, but you know, we just put a butterfly thing on it and patched it up. We were good. So another one I have one on my head. I don't know if you can see, oh, you can see this one actually. So I have a dot right there and I have a dot right there. So these ones are also from when I was really little. I got chicken pox. I think I was like right around the same age as like the chin one, like 8 months, 10 months, something like that, but I got chicken pox. And I don't really know, I don't remember this either, but apparently I was like scratching them really bad, and these are scars from chicken pox. So if you're a parent or if you're a child watching this and you get chicken pox, do not let your kids pick at their chicken pox. If you're a child, do not pick at your chicken pox, especially if they're on your face. Who wants scars on their face? Okay, the other one that I have, you can't really see it because my toe ring is on, and my toe ring has just now, I have this big mark on my foot, but here's a picture of when it happened. So I have a scar on my toe, my second toe on my left side, and it's from my toe ring. So you have to be careful what kind of toe rings you get. The toe ring that I was wearing at the time had very kind of sharp edges, which I right there should have known. But we were standing by the window or something because we thought we heard something, and it was I think it was like a weekend or something, and we thought someone was like doing something to our cars. And I remember we were standing by the windows and my dog came over, and I was like, shh, get away, go, like trying to get her away, and she got all scared and her nail was on my foot, and so when she took off, she went like this, and she like ripped the toe ring off with my skin. It was disgusting. It took so long for that to heal because it was literally like she took the skin off my toe and it had to all grow back, and it took like a month or something. I'm really, really sorry if you know, if that's really graphic or whatever, but that is a scar that I have. Okay, and then last one, this is such a baby one, but it is a scar, so it still counts. I don't remember a ton about this one, but when I was, I think like 7 maybe or 8, I just remember being at a playground, and you know how the playgrounds, I don't even know if they have this anymore, but they have like those big thick like 4x4 pieces of wood that go all the way around the whole playground. So it was one of those, and it had like the sand and the dirt and stuff inside of it. And I was running, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play at the park. And I ran and I tripped, and the corner of the piece of wood hit my knee. But yeah, that's the scar. That's the last one. That is a total of 9 scars that I have on my body. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get more in the future because I'm only 34 and I have 9 already. So we'll see. Maybe 10 years from now I'll be making another one of these videos. But anyways, if you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up. And if you wanna see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Peace.